this definition of the quantum financial system down here, you can see it says the quantum financial system, QFS, is a megalithic financial structure given to humanity by heaven. We call it the megalith because it stands apart as the most advanced financial system anyone can imagine. Currently, this technology has no analogs on Earth. This is the great system designed to take over the entire volume of accounting necessary to balance every financial transaction in this world in real time. So that's what the new quantum financial system is, your crypto, your XRP, that's what it is. So it says over here, this is the great system designed to take over the entire volume of accounting necessary to balance every financial transaction in the world in real time. So that's what the mark of the beast 666 is. When it says, when he made everyone, rich or poor, great and small, get the mark, and those who did not get the mark were not allowed to buy and sell, or not allowed to transact in any form. Because over here it says, in the last sentence, it says, this is a great system designed to take over the entire volume of accounting necessary to balance every financial technology. So it's going to take all the accounting under the quantum financial system, and all transaction will be done only under the quantum financial system, QFS. And we've all had our quantum programming, and you have like quantum healing, quantum financial system, quantum computer, quantum this, quantum jump, multidimensionality. So this is where it's coming from. It's coming from the firmament, and it's coming from the fallen angels. But this is also a technology, the quantum financial system, the new financial system, is also to reveal that all of these things don't matter. All of these things are still a deception, and all of these things are based on the spirituality of our Father in heaven, and these things are there to test us, and it has been clearly stated in the Bible not to get the mark. And if you do not understand this, and if you are in the awakening new age system, or if you're part of this white hat, black hat, if you're part of the Nasara, Jasara, if you're part of all that, if you're part of politics, if you're part of transgenderism, if you're part of all that, then you would not have the scripture angle to this. So if you have been conned into this and you have not been given the full picture, if you have not been given the scripture angle, which is the Hebrew scripture, the book of Revelation, if you have not been given an angle, then you have been deceived and conned into this. And even if you're waiting for the system, which is the QFS, if you're waiting for that, it's only going to last for 7 years. So that's what you need to know. You need to know the timeline. You need to know why it's there for, and why these types of things are allowed on our earth. And we do not live in a scientific technology-based earth. Our earth is not dependent on those things. We live in a free earth. We live in an earth where our Father provides everything for us. And this earth was created to originally realize sunyata, to originally realize zero, that nothing has value. And this is the path that everyone has taken to ultimately realize zero, to ultimately realize sunyata, to realize emptiness. And this is the method of our Father. The QFS is like the method of our Father, which is the masculine that teaches the wisdom of sunyata. That's what it is. It is the method and the wisdom in combination. So this system is actually the great method of our Father in heaven for us to realize sunyata. And whatever end of the equation you are in, whether you are in my position, like a lot of the people that know about our Father in heaven, that know about the quantum financial system, that is the mark of the beast. Many people know this. And whether you are on the awake side or you are on the sleep side, or you are on the awakening side, the fake awakening, the false redemption, if you're on that end and you believe that the quantum financial system is the real awakening, is the new earth, it's not correct. Because the new earth, the new 1,000 years, is with Christ, is with the Son of God, Yeshua. It's with him. It's not with technology, it's not with science, it's not with Satan. The new world is with Christ. So if you have been fooled and conned into this, it's a system, it's a way, it's a method for you to realize sunyata. And everyone, dark and light, have to realize sunyata. You have taken this epic journey and wasted all your time and energy into this and put in a lot of effort, built huge buildings and architecture and whatnot to facilitate like the quantum financial system. And that in itself is a deception, because ultimately you have to realize sunyata, and that's the whole point. It's like you have this ground to create whatever you want, but that whatever you want is actually for you to realize sunyata. Whatever you want to do is not for you to do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do is for you to realize sunyata. So Father will give you a concept. Father will give you the concept of the new financial system. No one may buy or sell unless he receives the mark. When you are given this concept of the new financial system, you go ahead and you create this massive structure around it. But all of that and all the people involved and everything involved in that is actually going to help you realize zero. It's going to help you realize sunyata. And that's what it's there for. And if you cannot overcome the world, and if you cannot overcome all of this, then you are stuck. And what you're going through on this earth surface level with all your fake war that you are experiencing, it's nothing. It will be nothing compared to your time in hell. So now is the time for you to quickly overcome this deception, because all you have to do is realize zero, and that should be easy. It's easier to be zero than to be a billionaire, for example. So it should be easier for you to drop the veil, drop the deception, and realize sunyata. And that's what it's there for. So you have to transcend and overcome a lot of things. You have to transcend this whole world. You have to transcend the quantum financial system. You have to transcend everything that we have been a part of. You have to transcend that. And Father gave us this ground only to realize sunyata, because the dark have a very difficult time understanding what our Father is saying. They have a very difficult time learning, or they have a very difficult time understanding concepts such as sunyata, the fallen angels. They're very material based, and they're very control and power based. So they have a very difficult time learning sunyata, which is zero. So Father will actually let them create all these different things, because then ultimately they can realize sunyata. They can realize all of these things that they created has no value and has no meaning, and everything is only sunyata is real, and only emptiness is real. So that's what our Father is teaching everyone, and the fallen angels have to realize that as well. So all of these powers and structures and everything, the megalithic financial structure that over here it says the structure given to humanity by heaven. It's true, but it's not given to humanity by heaven to live under the control of technology and money. It's not for that. It's to actually gain your total redemption and go to heaven. That's what it's there for. So you have to correctly understand what it means by this financial system is given to humanity by heaven. It's not, there are many angles to that. So you have to go read the book of Revelation and understand what happens if you get the mark. If you fall for the QFS, quantum financial technology, if you get that, what happens to you? You have to understand that. And the quantum financial system is there to actually prove to you that everything is zero. And you shouldn't be getting in the quantum financial system and becoming a millionaire, billionaire, but you should be actually leaving all that and getting to zero. So that's the correct way. Over here, you will see like lots of videos and lots of teachings coming directly from the fallen angels and how they present the information, but they are not very obvious when they present the information. But they do give out information, and they will make us conscious, and they will make us know what they will make us aware of what they are doing. And they do it in a way that is very subtle, and it's not direct. It comes from a very indirect angle, and it's not direct. It's not like this is how it is. It's very indirect, and it comes from like the back end, and you won't really know. You feel like, oh, these videos are just done by people of this earth, but that's not true. They're actually directly coming from the fallen angels firmament, and they're using many of their agents on this earth, and they're also using many humans through telepathy, and the humans that are being used do not know that they are being used, but they are being used, and they will have to wake up to the quantum financial system as the mark of the beast 666, and to not get the mark of the beast, but to realize sunyata, zero, and go to heaven. So have a look at this video. I'll just show you a simple thing, and you can go and research it on your own. I'll just show you a little bit.
Introduction. The Trump administration is committed to the quantum financial system, and to unleashing its incredible potential for U.S. economic growth, technological advancement, and national security. To coordinate the national research effort encompassing federal agencies, the academic community, and industry leaders already underway, the White House National Quantum Coordination Office has released a strategic vision for America's quantum financial system networks, February 2020. Quantum financial system. Commitments from the largest financial institutions in the world. 97% of the world's central banks. Heritage Fund. U.S. Treasury. Quantum Financial System, QFS, provides pristine clean integrity in the movement of funds from central banking sources to destination accounts. The QFS will cover the new global network for the transfer of asset-backed funds and can replace the U.S. centrally controlled SWIFT system. A key benefit of QFS is to protect all parties from corruption, usury, and manipulation within the banking system, and ensure banks are monitored and protected with regard to the agreed-upon contract of the transfer fund process. Cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, comprises Quantum Financial System, QFS, CIPS, Artificial Intelligence, AI, Virtual Private Network, VPN, QFS, 3D Smartphone, Asset-Backed Digital Currencies. QFS is completely independent from the existing centralized system and makes all other transfer systems obsolete due to its advanced capabilities. QFS is not a cryptocurrency, but instead it is asset-backed digital currency. QFS reigns supreme in the photonics technology at 3.5 trillion frames per second. It replaces obsolete IP dynamic routing with true physical GPS authentication between sender and receiver routing, while upholding 100% financial security and transparency of all currency holders. Protocols will be instituted with QFS so that artificial intelligence will control the transfers and independently be allowed to control the global financial network unless the highest level of approval is given. Artificial intelligence, AI, will handle instant settlements in real time, without delays. AI assigns a unique, digital number to every fiat dollar, euro, yen, in every bank account all over the world. Digital numbers are monitored in real time. The physical GPS location between sender and receiver will be set up to provide unhackable security when it was ledgered with regard to who sent it, and what account received it. Sovereign currency of the United States is USN. Switch. Las Vegas, QFS, headquarters.
I want to play a video. Let me do screen share. That is really good on where we're at. Let me move this down and play this.
That behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
And that is true. Who would have thought we would be saying that 2 years after, with what's going on? So we are definitely seeing changes. It's happening. It's slower than we all want, but we have to just be patient with the process. Well, there was a lot of expectation for Easter, the start of things, and then Trump made the ultimatum on Tuesday that he was going to bomb Iran if they didn't open the strait, and they came to an agreement, though Iran still has been bombing, so I don't know what's happened with the ceasefire. We'll see what happens with that. So we are in a global currency reset, and I'm going to read you something because a lot of people don't know what this is. So a global currency reset refers to a large-scale coordinated adjustment of the world's monetary system, often involving the revaluation of currencies and a shift in the primary reserve currency, such as moving away from the US dollar. It is viewed as a systematic overhaul intended to address long-term financial imbalances, such as high debt levels, inflationary pressures, and geopolitical tensions. Revaluing currency values, adjusting the exchange rates of currencies to reflect their real economic strength rather than their current market value. Replacing the reserve currency, shifting away from the US dollar as the dominant global reserve currency, potentially toward a basket of currencies such as SDRs or a new gold-backed or digital currency. Well, we've been hearing about that. Monetary system overhaul. Moving from a debt-based fiat system to one potentially backed by tangible assets like gold, silver, or commodity-backed currencies. Digital integration. The introduction and adoption of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, I know that's a big trigger word, to increase transaction transparency and efficiency. So the rising global debt, sovereign debt levels exceeding 300% of GDP in major economies, US, Japan, China, make the current system unsustainable. Well, we all know that. We've been following this. De-dollarization. Nations, particularly BRICS members, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are actively reducing their reliance on the US dollar for international trade to mitigate the impact of US sanctions and loss of confidence. Concerns regarding inflation, sustained deficits, and the devaluation of major currencies have decreased trust in the existing monetary order. So that's what we're working towards.